and we will be talking about vegetarian foods. Anna, can you please start off by telling me how and why did you become a vegetarian?
So I became a vegetarian at a really young age. I was about 7 or 8 when I first became a vegetarian.
Yeah.
I really loved animals, and I think I didn't really want to eat them, knowing how much I cared for them. So that was my big decision, and that is a big decision to make at a young age as well.
So obviously you said you were 7 and 8. Did anything in particular put you off meat, or is it just because you liked
I just
the
loved
animals?
animals, yeah. I visited a farm, I think, and
Yeah.
then I was considering all these little sort of piglets and lambs and how then they were going to be eaten, and I just got really upset about it.
So obviously with meat you can get a lot of protein and vitamins and stuff like that. How can you get the same amount as a vegetarian?
So you can take supplements within your food to help support the proteins and vitamins that you may not have from meat equivalents. So you can take, for example, like a multivitamin or vitamins alongside it within tablet form. You could also take protein, so extra alongside your diet. You can find lots of proteins and vitamins within fruit and veg as well. So it's important to have a very balanced diet when you are a vegetarian to make sure you get all of your vitamin goals.
So when you go out to a restaurant, do most restaurants do vegetarian products?
Yeah, I do struggle sometimes, so it's difficult to find a really good vegetarian restaurant. As you know, it's become a bit more popular lately, so like McDonald's now have a range, Greggs now has a range. But if you wanted to go somewhere for a sit-down meal, things like Miller and Carter don't necessarily have a lot of vegetarian options because they are meat-focused. So I do know that when I look or when I want to book a restaurant, I definitely look at the menu first and check.
And you mentioned fast foods there, so what would be your favourite fast foods place to go to?
As a vegetarian?
Yeah, as a vegetarian.
Oh, okay. I really like Subway. Subway has lots of good options. Greggs has got a few options now, so I do like a Greggs.
Yeah.
I think McDonald's, I don't mind the plant burger, so that's good. My favourite, it's either Subway, and I haven't mentioned this one, but Burger King. I do like a Burger King as a treat.
The thing is, there's no Burger King in Moodfest, so like you have to travel.
We'd struggle to get a Burger King, so I think probably then, if I narrow it down to Merthyr, it's either Greggs or Subway.
See, like places like KFC and stuff like that don't do vegetarian options really, because I don't think they just serve like wheat products, which is obviously a little bit of a issue if you're vegetarian. Like.
Yeah, it's difficult to find places that offer good vegetarian food as well.
So, like, what would be your favourite meal as a vegetarian, either at home or in a restaurant, or maybe both?
I really love lasagna, so vegetable lasagna, that's got to be up there on one of my favourites. I actually really love pizza. So pizza's my favourite food anyway, regardless if I was a vegetarian, I think I'd always have a pizza. Yeah. But I'm limited with my toppings, so obviously no meat toppings and more, I focus more on like having veg, so like peppers, sweet corn, that kind of thing. That's my favourite things to have.
And obviously you have cheese and all of that.
Yeah. So if I was a vegan, I wouldn't be able to have normal cheese, but they do offer vegan cheese alternatives. Domino's got some really good options as well for the vegan pizzas, so it's worth having a look at them.
So obviously there's some fake meats like corn and products like that. To be fair, I've only tried the chicken corn. But what is your opinion on those sort of fake meats?
I wouldn't know the difference between them and real meat because it's been so long since I've actually had meat. But I really love corn. Have you tried, what corn did you try?
Chicken.
Okay.
I don't know exactly because it was in school, it was before, but yeah.
They do some really good like southern fried chicken, corn dough at the minute, so that's quite good. But yeah, I think you can get some really good alternatives. There's also some really good stuff that you could do with vegetables and turn them into like soy protein, that kind of thing as well. So there's lots of options.
So do you cook a lot, and what would be your favourite meal to cook as a vegetarian?
As a vegetarian, what's my favourite meal to cook? I really, again, like lasagna. I think that's quite a nice meal to make. I really like corn mince, so bolognese and that kind of thing, so like spaghetti bolognese. Yeah, anything like that I really enjoy. Probably the favourite thing I cook at the minute is anything that goes in the air fryer as well, that's important to me. So anything that's quick and easy, so I can put all my veg into the air fryer and cook it that way, same as my lasagna.
Have you ever had any bad experiences as a vegetarian? Like, for example, Greggs don't always give you the right products.
Oh, I've had a few mishaps where I've been given the wrong thing, yes. So I've been given chicken instead of vegetarian food, and I've been given, it's something you don't really think of, but like beef drippings in butter and that kind of thing. So do you know if you go out for a Sunday dinner, the roast potatoes might be cooked in meat. So there's things like that you've got to be careful of. So like that can be a bad experience as well.
So thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thank you
today,
very much for having me, Sam.
Yeah, thanks.
It's been really great. Thank you.
Thank you.